starting with the substitutions, here are the things that I was using in the month of March that I just will not be using going forward. So first thing is this Flamenco Beach Super Gel nail polish. I have been wearing this for 3 months. I bought it right before the third lockdown in the UK, the third strictest national lockdown. So that was before January. So I wore it January, February, March. It's down to here. This is the best nail polish I've had, period. But I decided to retire it for the month of April, and instead I went back to this Flormar Super Matte. This color is M102. This is expired, but it's just a nail polish. It's only down to here because it got dried a little bit, and then I added some thinner, and that's what I'm wearing right now. So it is definitely a deeper shade of red. This got me through the cold weather and even the high luminosity. Although it is April, it is still quite cold. We do have some days where we have sun, but overall it's still very cold. So I still think that this is quite a right color for that month before we head into full spring. For eye base, I used to use the Fenty Beauty one. I decided to switch to MAC Paint Point in Soft Ochre. You'll see that when I film my makeup look. And that's just because I want to have a more vibrant color. This is colorless, it just helps your eye color stick, but I just wanted something that will help my eye color pop. And because I have very pigmented eyelids, I thought this is light enough for everything to just pop, and it actually helps with the stickiness. For eyes, while we continue on that, I will stop using the Begin makeup. This is an orange nail polish, an orange eyeshadow. I have created quite a dent in it. Let me mute this. Quite a dent. And the orange color was quite vivid. This is very big, it's 2.8 grams, and this color is called Ultra Orange. I really enjoyed using it, but for April I'm going back to my lovely Givenchy palette. I really love it. I would be using this green, light green all over the eye and the dark green in the crease. I won't be using these two colors. I find this very buttery. You can see in the profile that it is quite a raised pan, and I already am very flat on the both greens, especially the light green. So I don't think I will hit pan because it is quite a generous pan, but I will continue using it for April. I just love how smooth these colors are, and so it is just this tiny Givenchy palette, and which means that I will not be using my MAC quad. So I will put all of my MAC colors back into my bigger MAC palette, and I will store this away, so that goes away. And for eyes, I usually used to use this MAC Feline Eye Kohl. It's just a black eye pencil. I use it for my waterline. Instead, I'm going to replace it with these two eye pencils from Avon. This is the Color Trend line, which is their younger line. First color is the Still Waters. I have used this before. I really love it. It's this very nice dark green, and I'm gonna use it in my waterline mostly. I don't think I will overline much. And this other color is a bit of an olive oil type of color. What is it called? Olive greenery. Yeah, so they were great with the name. I feel that this is less visible on my skin tone, and I simply want to use it here on my bottom lash just to give a bit of shine. Given my skin tone, it won't show much, and also it's not as creamy as the other color, maybe if I sharpen it, but I just wanted something that would reflect a bit in the light. So that is that. The two biggest shocking things will be that I will not be wearing red lipstick. I have loved this Givenchy color. I was wearing it mostly actually in February. That's all what is left in it. I just needed the tiniest bit of it, and it was just perfect. But I am retiring it for now. and instead I'm going to be using this NYX Lingerie lip color, and it's called Seduction. Yeah, Seduction number 17. It dries as a very soft brown, and I've worn it a couple times, and I decided I will be wearing this throughout the month of April, so I really like it. It's very muted. I don't feel like having anything too colorful, so that's why the only color will come actually from my eyeshadow. And I'm retiring this Fenty blush. It's the Cheeks Out in Strawberry Dip. It looks nasty, like this thing is destroyed, just because I think the shape of it doesn't lend itself to using a big brush, and even when I used a small brush I had to swirl it because it is definitely waxy. It's not at all the same formula as the Peau Rouge by Bobbi Brown, but it's completely different, but I like it in a different way, right? So I feel that the Bobbi Brown Peau Rouge just goes immediately seamlessly on your skin, and it just melts, and you can also use that formula on your lips, and it just feels so natural. This, when you apply it at first, it is quite sticky, and I think it takes a few minutes before it actually blends into your skin and heats up. So I liked it, but I will not be purchasing other Cheeks Out from Fenty. I will, when I go back to using this, I will finish it. But if I were to repurchase, I would only repurchase the Peau Rouge by Bobbi Brown, because I realized I really like the texture of that. And I'm not replacing my blush. Actually, something I tried a couple days ago that I really liked is actually using this bronzer by Fenty Beauty. Her bronzer line is called Sunstalker, and my shade is Cocoa Naughty, and I have been using this all over my cheek and a little bit here over my nose and here, and I just love it. I love the monochromatic look. It just looks so natural. I prefer it much more to whatever blush I would do. So you will notice definitely that my face would look very homogeneous in a way. So not a lot of breaking. The only thing would be the eye color. The other thing I changed is what I use for my eyebrows. I showed you this in a video recently when I showed my empties, so at the end of last month, right? So I finished the Anastasia gel and I switched to this, which gives you a more laminated brow. I like it so far. It is a bit sticky, you have to clean it every now and then, but I like the result, and definitely a good product that I would recommend. So that is the look essentially. These are all the changes I'm making. And now let us get into the makeup itself.